Good evening, everyone, or good afternoon, good morning, depending wherever you are, what time you'll be watching this. Welcome to our SBC Founders Meeting. Today is another wonderful day, and we are so delighted to meet here, guys, the 6th of November. And like any other days, we are meeting here to discuss some of the happenings. I think today is historic. I think Donald J. Trump is now the president of the United States, if I'm not mistaken. I think our admin is here, is in the state. He will be confirming that to us. So I don't know whether you should be happy or you should be excited or you shouldn't be excited. But for me, I'm happy. I know he's that president that is also a crypto enthusiast. For me, I feel like it's a good news for the crypto space. And of course, we also have in the African level, we have the African Union that is also looking into crypto seriously. Just came back from a summit that lasted for almost a week, guys. So a lot of things happening as far as cryptocurrency is concerned in the entire world. I think this is good news for the entire world. Admin, greetings and welcome. How are you doing today and how are you feeling about everything and your new president? Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Wembe. Welcome everyone to our founders meeting for November 6th, the day after Election Day in the United States, 2024. Yeah, I am. I'm. I'm excited that Donald Trump will be our president again. Obviously, he's not president right now. Joe Biden is still the president, and he will be until January 20th of 2025. So
Hmm.
we still have a few more, uh, several more weeks of, dealing with the president that
Okay.
we currently have and the conditions that we have in our world.
Right.
As you know, under the leadership of the current administration, we had a war in Ukraine. We have a war in Palestine and in the Middle East, and there are terrible tensions going on in China in that particular area, contention with Taiwan and things like that. A lot of those things happened because our governments are controlled by people who have interest in making money. They create military contracts and they create pharmaceutical contracts and they create a whole bunch of business opportunities that the governments have no choice but to participate in.
Mhm.
Donald Trump is not one of those kind of people. He's a free thinker. He has the capabilities of he's a hard businessman in the fact that he can tell somebody no. Um, he can tell somebody yes, but in a lot of cases, if you know anything about Donald Trump, I mean, he was a celebrity for the most part.
Right.
But but so was another great president. Ronald Reagan was a great president that turned us around. So think of it in the 70s, in the late 70s. Jimmy Carter was the president of the United States at the time, arguably the worst president until Joe Biden came around.
Mm.
So we're looking at a revolution of 1980s proportions. So I don't want to get too detailed on the political side, but yes, I think that this is a good thing for my country, and it's certainly going to be a good thing for the world.
Mhm.
Let's just hope that he is as strong as he looks like he is. And so, all right. Well, again, thanks for the introduction. Thank you, everyone, for being here. We do have a lot to go over. Over the last few days, I've been working on a couple of blogs, and I've got a new opportunity here for a select group of leaders who will hopefully step up and show us what they've got. So with that, let's get into the details.
Okay.
All right. Going so you can see my screen.
Yes, admin.
Okay. So take a look at our member count. 1 week ago today, at this very moment, we had 5104 members. A lot of our members are taking advantage of coming back and they're taking advantage of the waterfall. This is an absolute victory for our perseverance. And there are a lot of our leaders in our community that are responsible for doing this work. And I appreciate every single one of you. So we're looking forward to our December 18th date, and we are finally on track for some real growth. And a lot of that has to do with leadership, and that is going to be the topic of our day today. You can also see that there's been a new thing added to the dashboard, like I said that there would be. And this is your SBC balance, and then it is multiplied by the price of gold. So as you can see, I've been in SBC for quite a while. I have over 1 million USD in SBC. So when that fund launches in, well, let's just say it's probably going to launch middle of next year, as long as we reach our goals. When that fund launches, that $1 million is going to be accessible to me. It's going to be accessible to you, whatever it is that you've earned. So a lot of members would like to say, well, what am I going to get out of SBC, or how soon, or how can I cash out, or whatever. That's all wrong thing. Don't think that way. What you want to think about is, what am I going to have when we launch? And when we launch, middle of next year, that's the projected time frame. Could be sooner, could be a little bit later, but that is where we're projecting right now. When we launch, each and every coin of SBC, every one of your rewards coin, will be worth 1 grain of gold. So multiply that grain of gold times how much SBC you have, and that's what you'll have access to. And by being a member of our community, you can earn 1,000 each month, which is equivalent of, right now it's 5,550 dollars a month. So that's income that you're getting just by being a part of our community. You have the ability to earn another 1,000 by making a payment on time. You have the ability to make another 1,000 by bringing another member in, and for each member that you bring in, you get another 1,000. So there are ways to multiply that $5,550 times as much as effort as you're willing to put into the community for the month. So hopefully, when you see that, you can realize where we're at. So I'm not going to go any further into that, because it does kind of tap into what I've already written for our review today. Scrolling down, we're still working with SBC Gold, guys. If you're looking to purchase SBC Gold, or you need to purchase SBC Gold to pay for your SBC full account, you can do that through the exchange. We do have that. It's still available up in here, and you'll be able to do that there. We still have the SBFC pre-buy going on. I'm not going to focus too much on that today. And we still have our waterfall program. So where are we at with our waterfall program? Let's take a look. The waterfall got to slot 1,457, and it is growing as I've been checking into other things, but I'm pretty sure that we've got a pretty good. Actually, just take a look at it real quick, and I can see it very quickly. So $480 came into the waterfall in the last 24 hours. And that is generally about 350 is enough to make the waterfall completely cycle all the way around. So if we're bringing in more than $350, $400 on a waterfall on a daily basis, everyone is going to get a piece of that pie, and it does cycle around. So your allocations grow, and your tiers start to fill, your waterfall tiers. All right, so let's go to the blog. Um, the name of our blog for today is Step Up, Lead, and Empower Your Community. So this is about leadership. Leadership is the strength and courage and responsibility to step forward and show others the way, especially in challenging times. And I wrote this before we found that Donald Trump was going to be president of the United States. And I feel overall, globally, things are going to get better, but they are still challenging. They're going to take time. So we do need leaders to step up and to be there for those of us who need the assistance. A leader is someone who acts as a beacon, guiding others with actions rather than just words. Leaders inspire those around them, even when the path ahead seems unclear or difficult. They do this by being proactive, responsible, and willing to face challenges for the betterment of others. So, who are leaders? Leaders are not just people in high positions with special titles. They're ordinary people like you and me, driven by the desire to help, to serve, and to uplift others. A leader is someone who cares deeply about the well being of their family, their friends, their community, and their country. They are the ones who are willing to take action for a better future, not just for themselves, but for everyone around them. They have a vision for positive change and they work hard to make it happen. So here is our current membership chart, which we're going to focus on a little bit later. But our current membership chart shows that the country, excuse me, the globe, is not got a lot of. There's not a lot of not a lot of members globally that are active, and that was done. I think that I took that snapshot yesterday, so we've grown by almost 30 since I took that snapshot. This is what our membership actually looks like. How many members we have who have signed up uh, to SBC in the past. So that's over 3.8 million. That's a lot of members. And I expect that a good majority of those 3.8 million will come back once they see we are moving forward with our private fund. So today we're calling on our SBC members in Nigeria, the Philippines, India, Ivory Coast, Bangladesh, the United States, South Africa, Cameroon, and Ghana to step up for your communities and show leadership. Leadership in SBC means taking the initiative to grow our community, to lead by mission, a financial program. Each of you has, by stepping up, you are not just building a stronger community, you are building a future for your loved ones. And the SBC private fund examples are inspiring, showing how a secure, supportive community can create opportunities and bring relief to those struggling with financial hardships. The global economy, however, is under strain. Inflation, rising costs, economic uncertainty, and other global issues have all contributed to the recent increase in gold prices. In the last 6 months alone, the price of gold has risen by $1. Many asset because it holds its value during economic a all-time high of 72, 75,000, somewhere in there. I'm not sure where it's at today. I don't actually hold Bitcoin right now. But can you imagine the positive influence that these cryptocurrencies are under right now? And A lot of these things have to do with instability in markets, instability in gold, or not gold, instability in the financial systems. So if you're concerned about where the global economy is headed, about rising taxes, fees, economic restrictions, you're not alone. If you want to safeguard the future for your family, your home, your job, your community, you may already have the heart of a leader. Leaders are needed to guide others towards stability and security in uncertain times. By encouraging others to join the SBC community and guiding them to the Waterfall program, you can make a positive impact in their lives. Leadership is about uplifting those around you and helping them to find a better future. True leadership is driven by an inner purpose, not by the pursuit of recognition or rewards. When we lead with a genuine heart, motivated by desire to uplift and empower others, we tap into something truly powerful. A leader who acts out of love, compassion, and the sense of responsibility for their community leaves an impact that extends beyond personal achievements. Being a self-starter, someone who doesn't wait for permission or recognition, is what sets a true leader apart. The reward isn't a title or applause. It's the fulfillment that comes from knowing that you have made a real difference. Imagine the quiet but profound satisfaction that comes from guiding others towards a better path, from being a force of positive change. That feeling is irreplaceable, and it makes leadership so incredibly rewarding on a deep and personal level. For those who are ready to step up, let this intrinsic motivation be your compass. Lead not just for yourself, but the future of your community, knowing that each step you take towards the shared mission will resonate long after you've taken it. So step up, show that leadership is alive in our SBC community, and together we can face the challenges ahead, not just as individuals, but as a united and empowered community. The future awaits, and it's calling for leaders like you. So here's a couple of things going further into detail on why the leadership is important and your role as being a leader. So have you decided to be a leader? Here are some important topics to share with those you're bringing to the community. Number one, the 10,000 member milestone, setting our foundation for prosperity. Why do we need 10,000 members? Well, reaching 10,000 members is essential because it solidifies our base and it activates the fund's legal structure. This number is our foundation for long-term success and the starting point for our founders process, a unique period where we will prepare our community to utilize the funds in the most impactful way possible. This is while we are establishing the SBC private structure. During that 3 to 6 months, our members will undergo extensive education and a learning process that will be available to you in the SBCBO. And I'm calling that the founders process. So what is the founders process? Once we reach this milestone, we'll enter a 3 to 6 month phase to educate members on accessing and maximizing the fund's benefits. This phase focuses not only on improving personal financial well-being, but it also focuses on empowering entire communities. This prosperity will create a ripple effect where everyone around you can benefit from it and ultimately contribute to shared growth. The next step for being a leader is preparing future members, the value of knowledge and experience. When the fund officially launches, it will draw the attention of people worldwide. New members will will go through their own 3 to 6 month educational phase to understand the resources, technology, and processes that established members learned in the founders process. Your experience will make you a leader in this transition, helping future members understand how to make the best of the SBC support. Number 3, no more subscription fees after the fund is launched. Upon launch, there's a big benefit for all of our enrolled members. Subscription fees will no longer be required. The focus will shift from paying fees to managing and growing your assets within the SBC framework. Each SBC coin will be pegged to the grain of gold, securing its value and providing a robust financial resource for each member. Number four, seamless access to funds, flexibility, and control. The SBC technology that we will be building will provide all members with straightforward ways to access their funds. Whether you want to transfer funds to your bank, withdraw cash, invest further in cryptocurrencies or stocks or whatever, our technology will make it simple, secure, and seamless. This level of access ensures that every member can use their funds in the way that best supports their goals. And finally, the ripple effect. Growth through collective success. As the world sees the launch of our private fund, many will want to join, potentially increasing our community to over 100,000 members or more. This growth isn't just about numbers. It's about creating a network of people working towards shared prosperity and financial security. What we're going to see when we've launched this fund is everyone's going to be they're all going to be wanting to be a part of it. And who wouldn't? And by the time that we actually do launch that fund, things are going to be changing overall globally anyway. And that process that we are putting in place will put us ahead of the curve when these things happen. So this structure empowers members to see themselves as a part of a movement, not just a fund. When you're discussing this vision, encourage potential members to see their role in the collective success and long-term impact that they'll be able to achieve. If joining the SBC community feels like a stretch financially right now, the Waterfall program is a flexible, accessible alternative. It allows members to start at a manageable level, contributing, making contributions, and as their funds allow, and gradually working their way up to full participation. The Waterfall lets you build towards SBC membership without any go. We had Karen from South Africa who came in and told us how her process is working, how they joined the Waterfall first, and after being a part of the Waterfall, they decided, oh yeah, I'm in. I'm all in. So Karen came to me yesterday with over 20 members that wanted to branch off from the Waterfall that was being managed by her group, and they wanted to create. They wanted to have their Waterfall contribution moved into their own account. So those 20 members created their own account. They joined SBC, and we moved the Waterfall from the managed account into their own personal accounts. And now they have access to their Waterfall, and now they're full members. So that's a way that we can use the Waterfall to introduce new members. Come on in, put $10 in. Once you've got your $10 in, you can put another $10 in. You can create as many slots as you want. And eventually each and every one of those slots is going to pay it's going to pay on tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, and tier 5 for over $3,400 in total to take out of the Waterfall. So small manageable contributions. You can begin with $10. Periodic contributions come in. Each advances your slot position within the program. There's reward tiers. As you progress through the Waterfall's 5 reward tiers, you earn incremental rewards that could be used towards SBC fees or other needs. You can cash those out. You can buy SBC Gold. You can apply them to SBC BOs. All of those are all options. You have almost any imaginable option available to you in the cash out process or in the Waterfall process. So then there's also self-paced growth. This system allows you to join SBC when you're financially ready. In essence, the Waterfall is the pathway to long-term SBC membership without upfront financial stress. So whenever you're ready, the opportunity is there. Whether through direct membership or by building your way up through the Waterfall. SBC's approach is about meeting members where they are, ensuring that everyone has a chance to uplift themselves and eventually their communities. Okay, so with that said, I'm sorry that was a very long blog, but I wanted to focus on the importance of leadership. So now with the importance of leadership, we are going to recognize those leaders, and we're going to create a program, a reward specifically for 3 key leaders every single month. So we're calling this the ABCs of sponsorship. Sponsorships, sponsors leadership reward on the bounty program to reward a leader. But we created SBC Lite because a lot of our members can't afford the SBC full program. And let's be honest, some of their sponsors weren't very helpful and did not foster their understanding of what's going on in our community. With that, we gave them the option to go on their own or just control. Members are they thought that the sponsor bounty was the way to go, and you can and you should encourage your referrals to use the SBC full program. But if you as a leader or as you as a sponsor aren't giving them what they need, and they're not finding the strength to replicate what you've done by becoming a sponsor themselves. The whole entire purpose is that all I need is 2 members underneath me to get 2 members underneath them, and then those members will constantly be taken care of. And it's your responsibility to branch out that way if that's what you want to do as far as the bounty program goes. But we've created an incentive here through the ABCs of sponsorship. So let me go through that real quick. So being a sponsor is a solemn responsibility. The A's, the B's, and the C's of sponsorship are simple. A, cultivate new members. Share SBC's offerings and the promise of the private fund with the opportunity of the waterfall program. Encourage new members to join and participate in everything that SBC has to offer now and in the future. B, re-engage previous members. We're close to reaching our goal, and with the unity of our community, we'll get there soon. As a sponsor of a returning member, it's your responsibility to educate them on what they missed while they were away. They may have TBC that needs converting to SBC and wake up. Discourage negative or backward thinking. We are ever moving forward, leaving past failures behind. Our journey is one of forward momentum and assured success. And C, support active members. The active members are the heart and soul of our community, steadfastly keeping our flame kindled and ready to shine as a beacon. Each active member deserves recognition, and as their sponsor, you are their trusted source and guide for success. Persevere. You must them for their while those who remain, they have usually with individual participation, which is key to our growth. However, by encouraging your referral to step up and promote the community as you have, your guidance and efforts are rewarded through the SBC Full program. Work today, get paid today. Our new ABCs of sponsorship reward is unique, offering your referrals the chance to be in the spotlight in the coming days. I will build a leadership board, which I actually have already done, showcasing the sponsors who know their ABCs. In November, the sponsor with the most new members. Well, this reward acknowledges your hard work and dedication to the new members. SBC rewards paid, but are we good?
Yeah, my network is kind of breaking. It's okay now.
Okay. All right. We'll get back into it. So back to C, the sponsor with the most active members will also receive a 30-day extension for those members, and this reward acknowledges the continued effort that you've shown to keep your active members informed and engaged. In each category, A, B, and C, one sponsor will receive a 60-day extension for their SPCO for their hard work. Remember that the extension applies only to members in the winning category, not to the sponsor's entire referral base. So if there's a tie in any category, we will award the sponsor, we'll award them accordingly. So if there's a tie, both of those will, both of the sponsors will get it. So here, please note this reward reflects only referrals who are paid in the current month. So this isn't ones that are going to apply for those who are advance paid or for admin credits. It will only be for current payments. So any new member that comes in the month of November, you'll get if you're at the top of that leadership area, then your A's will get their SBCBO covered for a month, and the B's and the C's as well. So here's a summary for the A's. Cultivate new members. Share SBC's benefits with share the benefits, the private fund, and the waterfall program with prospective members. Recruit and support new members to build our community momentum. And the reward is the sponsor with the most A members will receive a 30-day extension for their new members as recognition. B, reconnect with previous members, updating them on recent developments and encouraging them to have forward focused thinking, not thinking about the past, thinking about the future. Engage them with a waterfall, show them that we're on the path, and rebuild connections with past members who can now benefit from the new programs and opportunities, such as the waterfall. In November, they receive a 30-day extension. Support active members. Recognize and appreciate the members who consistently contribute to the SBC community. Encourage continued engagement and serve as a source of guidance and inspiration. And those C members will also receive that 30-day extension. On our leaderboard, so the leaderboard will spotlight sponsors excelling in each category, A, B, or C, showcasing the dedication and community building skills. Overall recognition in each category, one sponsor will receive a 60-day extension on their SBC BO if they lead the A, B, or C categories. And then the tie rule is, in the case of a tie, all top sponsors will be awarded extensions, reflecting their commitment to each group. There is a little note here that I wrote to the sponsors. I'm not going to read over that now. I encourage you to read this. It's a letter essentially from me to you as a sponsor, but please go ahead and take some time to read that. So going into our November rewards, we have the ABCs of sponsorship. We have the membership reward, the new member reward, the new member reward for sponsors, on-time reward, returning member, and returning sponsors reward. We also have that SBC Gold opportunity out there. Again, that's driven by membership. If our membership is more than 5,500, then we will work on getting the SBC Gold gift back in there as well. So if we go up and we look under the menu up at the top, it used to be marketing tools. We're not a marketing campaign. We're not out there to market. We're removing ourselves from the market persona. We're just calling this the engagement tools. So in there you have the membership chart, the total membership chart, and the ABCs of sponsorship leaderboard. So basically, this is going to show us our current member count is 5173, and our current leaderboard. These are the current leaders that have the highest A, B, or C counts in their account, and these leaders are also shown down below. What I would like to mention is that the sponsors that you see in the lower chart are ranked by the actual uh, referrals that they have. So Lady Jane here has more referrals in her actual account, but she is leading with the active members. So her active members are giving her a count of 13 that have paid in this month, and that's why she's leading in the C category. Hermes Coin is leading in the A category. Now, I know for an absolute fact that she has gone even higher. This is, I'm not sure where she's at, but she's in here somewhere. This is only going to show active sponsor. It's going to show, again, by the sponsors. I'll put some more details in here in how this chart is ranked. But the most important one is this one. This is going to update on a daily basis. So I'm sure that it will change a little bit. Now that you're all aware of it, I'm sure that it will change consistently. So the way that this reward is going to work is on November 30th, December 1st, whoever is at the A level is going to have the sponsors that are counted or the referrals that are counted as the sponsor. Their account is going to be extended for 30 days. So that is the reward that I'm giving, and each one of these members here, these three that are in the leaders board right now, they will get a 60-day extension. So I can't be giving out USD and I can't be giving out SBC Gold as a reward for this effort, but I can reward your hard work through the members that you're bringing. So hopefully over the next couple of days, I'm going to focus the updates on a daily basis that show this leaderboard. So make sure that you keep checking it out. And I know that with our this counts for SBC full, it counts for SBC light, and it counts for the SBC 10. So each and every, if you have a returning member that's using SBC 10, they count. If you have a new member that came in under SBC light, they count. All of this counts. Everyone's going to still get their rewards, and each new member, each returning member, and each current member that is a part of your community is going to reflect here. I know these numbers look to be small, but it is the first of the month. So as the month progresses, these numbers are more than likely to go up. So with that, I'm going to wrap up. I'm going to wrap up this meeting. I do have two other blogs that I'm going to be putting out. I don't think that they are published yet, but the two blogs that I'm going to be publishing later today. Let me just tell you what those are. So they're in regards to the water fact. I think I'm gonna address this one right now, and I'll publish this other one. The log real quickly. Unlocking the power of the waterfall. And how long is it going to take till we get to level whatever? Okay, well, the waterfall program is designed with a unique goal in mind to help every member turn a small contribution of $10 into potentially thousands of dollars over time. This opportunity is incredible, but there is an important thing to keep in mind. The speed of reaching tier 5 is entirely up to you and the whole community. How it works, each contributing member has a slot. These slots move through 5 tiers with increasing rewards. Reaching tier 5 and achieving those higher payouts is the ultimate goal. But here's the thing, for any slots to progress, contributions need to be made daily. Each time someone contributes, it helps your slot and it helps everyone else's slot move forward. Without these contributions, slots simply can't advance to the next tier. When will I get to tier 5? Well, it's the most common question, and the answer is it depends on how much and how often members contribute. Each slot will reach tier 5, but the speed depends entirely on the steady flow of contributions. The more consistent contributions, the faster everyone progresses. Imagine it like filling a big bucket with water. Each contribution is a cup of water added to the bucket. The bucket will fill up eventually, but it fills faster the more people add water to the bucket. In the waterfall program, every $10 contribution fills this bucket a little more, helping everyone move closer to the next tier. A community effort. Think of the waterfall program as a team effort. Thousands of people are contributing to the program, creating a movement that benefits everyone that's involved. The more everyone contributes consistently, the more we all gain. It's truly a program powered by the community where we are working towards the same goal. In simple terms, the waterfall only flows as fast as we make it flow. Every contribution made pushes a slot forward. Go through. Fortunately, that one only took a couple 4 minutes. So we will. I think Mbe will it put these 3 videos together. Will we have 3 different videos?
It's fine. The video will be one. There's no problem.
Oh, okay. Okay, perfect. All right. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Um, there is one more blog coming, and I will update that leadership board so that our members can see more. And I know I asked in our uh, advisory council chat, I asked if there was any of our leaders who wanted to speak. Lena, that would be great. Let's go ahead and take Lena.
You're now on mute.
Okay. Good evening, Admin Scott, Chief of Justice, and all the member. Thank you so much. Now, Admin, you are doing wonders. What you are doing is very nice, and people are happy for the waterfall. It's just maybe a matter of understanding on how it works, and also how to apply for it. A lot of them, they will come back. As I hope you notice, I'm giving some member who, some of them I'm not even the sponsor, but I'm able to help them to reactivate their account. They are moving forward. They are very happy to that process. They just need to understand it. And also, to explain now the sponsorship. And you indicated the sponsor, they are in categories A, B, C. You have new member, you have those who are joining, and you have those who are now active. I'm not sure, and I would like to know, is that statistic you showed, it's only per day to day, or it's the whole process when everybody have their people, new member, and those who are active, the one you saw recently, that those are the, yeah.
Yeah. So the chart is only looking at November 1st to November 30th. So the way that it is looking at it right now is where each and every sponsor is currently. So we know that there are members who paid in October. They're going to pay in November when their time comes to pay, and they will be counted in those. So basically, this just it takes a snapshot of November. So the reason why all the numbers are small right now is because most of our members don't actually have their SBCBO due until later in the month. So once we get to the 27th of the month or whatever, you're going to start to see those numbers start to go up. So it's only taking a look at November 1st to the 30th. So it's on the monthly basis. So as your new members come in, that number will go up. As your returning members come in, that number will go up. And as your existing active members make their payment, that number will go up. It looks at the payments that come in for each of your referrals. Does that make more sense?
Yeah, it's clear.
Perfect.
Yeah. And also one thing before I go, and it's the last. If you look to the waterfall, yeah, some having from user 1 up to user 7. And when they have got Taiwan, it's indicating filling, it's indicating success and filling, and the other one indicating how many they have, maybe 7 or 10. And then the other tie, it is still saying pending.
If you see, I don't know that there's a pending in there anywhere. If someone has just joined the waterfront to them, yes, those on a daily basis, I go through and look for those who want to activate SBCBO, take care of those. Anyone who wants a withdrawal, I take care of those. Anyone who wants to buy SBC Gold or SBFC, I will take care of those. But those are all done on a daily basis. So if you see pending anywhere, let me just take a look at go ahead and share again. So going back to our waterfall. So let's just go through the waterfall while we're here. So your record ID, this is not your slot number. This is just your status is going to say filling. It's going to say complete. It might say pending if you're just now joining the waterfall. I think it might say pending if you're just new to the waterfall, but that will change to filling as soon as you're immediately processed. Then it tells you how much you can withdraw now, how much a recontribution will be held if you have any recontribution. And then you can select SBC program. You can select SBCBO request if you want to pay for someone else. And as long as you have enough of the funds here in the max withdrawable, then we'll be able to process the request. And any request that you make will end up here. The last withdrawal details will tell you the last thing that we did for your account. So if you took a tier 1 withdrawal or a tier 5 withdrawal or whatever, if you pay for SBCBO, those details will be right here. And then the email address that you put in here. So when we click on this, slot, it gives us lots of options here. So whatever SBCBO email address we're going to apply, either the SBCBO, the SBCG, or the SBFC2, you put the email address in there, and then you can select what you want to do as far as do I want SBCBO? Do I want to pay for the full, the light, or the SBC10? You can come down here and check for gold purchase, and you can buy 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Or down here, you can do SBFC and do 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 there as well. So all of those options are there for you. And then you just go ahead and submit the changes. And you can change, you can go through and change these things until we process them. You're welcome to come in and make changes to any of this until we process it. And then it will be reset. And any details, like I said, we do on your behalf will be done, will be shown in the details.
Okay.
Any other questions there?
Yes, most of people are interested in now buying the waterfall, and that's why I'm asking that.
Do you so I think the waterfall would be very beneficial if we allowed external people who don't have an account, or maybe they create an account but they're not active yet. We could give them the ability to utilize the waterfall. They would just need to have an SBCBO account. Whether or not their account is actually active or not would be in and creating an account.
Most of people are not aware if that is possible.
Yeah, it was for active members to be able to participate in this, but I can definitely make it so that inactive members can participate in the waterfall program. And then eventually when they reach a tier that allows them to pay for their SBCBO, then we can activate them at that point in time. That's something we could definitely do. There is also a change that I want to make to how the verification of the wallets works. I've discussed it with you should have already actually seen that. The intention that we have here for verifying wallets is it's a good one. It keeps the payment secure from the member's wallet to us, and it makes it so that someone can't steal their hash. But we have another idea that we're looking into to make the wallet validation and the secure payments a little easier. So I'm going to be talking with the developer about that this afternoon, and but the idea would be to create something similar to a custodial wallet, but it would be a shared wallet. So what we would do is we would create a wallet that we have the private key for, and then we give you the private key, and then you import that private key into MetaMask, and any payments that you want to make through for SBCBO, you will just make them into your shared wallet with us, and then you go ahead and say, take my payment, and then we would withdraw it from your MetaMask account automatically. So that would even allow you to schedule. You'd be able to schedule your SBCBO for for the rest of the year. So that would take like advance payments wouldn't, people wouldn't have to log in and remember to make their payment. It would just say, I want to make sure that my payment is made on the 27th of every month, and it would automatically do that as long as there's funds. So that's
fantastic.
Yeah, that's something that I think we're going to implement that. The proposal that I sent to the advisory council, I haven't heard any feedback on yet, but I think that our wallet validation process is a little too complicated, and the shared key will be quite a bit easier. It's just a matter of us giving you the key and you importing it into your MetaMask wallet, and then you manage it like you would manage any other wallet.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so
That's what
much.
I'm working on. Thank you.
Yeah.
We've got one question, it looks like. Do you want to go ahead and let's take that one, and then we'll wrap it up for the day?
Okay.
Yes, sir. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Admin. Thank you, Mr. Imbe. All members, thank you very much. Please, in your speech, I heard you say the South African woman has introduced a lot of her downlines to the waterfall program, and now they are active. So you are allowing them to have access to their waterfall program in their wallets or at their back offices. Oh, that would be
Yes.
great. I've registered
Yeah.
more
So
than
what?
100 people under my back office, and this night I did about 13. I was thinking how all these things will go. The people were asking me, they want to know how I have to be doing screenshots and all that. So when I heard that, I was saying, wow, I would like to know whether it is true. They give me more insights.
Yeah. We hopefully can build to another member. You'll be able to do that. That's going to probably take us. I could probably work on that over the course of the next week. But any member who joined the waterfall under your account and finally has enough funds to use towards their own SBCBO, they're more than welcome to do that. And then they can you can, as the administrator of the slots that are in your back office, you can say, I want to move this slot and give this to this person. That's something that we could definitely make available for all of you guys.
That's great. That's great. I'm grateful. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right.
All right. We are all set.
Right.
All right. Let's take us out.
Do we have a take-home message, admin?
The take-home message is going to be the tagline from our blog: "Step up and empower your community."
All right, everyone, step up and empower your community.
Step up and empower entire community.
Empower your community.
Step up.
Lève-toi et renforce-ta.
आगे बढ़ो और अपने कम्युनिटी को सब आगे लेके आओ, वरना सब खाली हाथ चला जाएगा।